Hi everyone, welcome to Cashwalks.
Today we're at Hopton Castle and I'm really excited to be here because I heard about it first on Time Team, one of my favourite programs, and they had an episode called Massacre in the Cellar because of something that happened here during the English Civil War.
Yeah, come and see the castle, and we've got a couple of geocaches too to find.
Hopton Castle is in the English county of Shropshire. We're calling in here on our way to the town of Ironbridge. The roads are taking us through beautiful farmland.
We're getting used to these narrow roads with high hedgerows on either side. I'm going as wide as I can on the corners. There's a glimpse of the castle tower on the right. Hopton may have been founded in the 12th century as a Norman motte and bailey castle. During the English Civil War, Hopton Castle was one of the few castles to be held for Parliament in the West. They've got a really interesting information board here, a bit unusual. We haven't seen one like this before. Up here it says that Samuel Moore arrived at Hopton in February 1644 with just 31 men, armed only with muskets, carbines, pistols and fowling guns. They managed to hold out for 5 weeks against the Royalist troops. That's interesting.
Turn the page.
The Royalists set fire to a house on the northern perimeter of the castle and demanded that Moore surrender, which he refused.
I sent word, I understand, no message that comes without drum or trumpet.
It's very cool, isn't it?
It's neat, isn't it?
In the early hours of the morning, the Royalists attacked again, this time reportedly having up to 500 men in their ranks. The following night, the Royalists set fire to a brick tower in the outer fences. Unable to quench the flames, Moore and his men retreated, setting fire to Gregory's house as they fled the castle to the castle tower. Wow. But here's the bit that's really a worry. A brutal end to a bloody siege. Samuel Moore was led away, believing that his men were taken to Shrewsbury as prisoners. He later learned that they had all been killed. It was unclear what actually happened, but Moore records, presently all of the rest, being 28, were killed with clubs and such things after they were stripped naked. He also suggests that Major Phillips had tried to buy his freedom, but had been stabbed to death. Let's head in for a look around. It's in quite good condition now. They've been working on it.
Yes.
Do not climb. No, I'm not going to climb up there.
Reading the ruins. Hopton Castle was a residence of a succession of wealthy and influential families until it was damaged in a Civil War siege in 1644. We'll never know for sure how the Hopkin, Corbett or Wallop families decorated and furnished their rooms, but clues in the stonework hint at what it may have been like to live here.
Making the most of daylight. The stone steps below the windows are the remains of window seats. Daylight was an important source of light at the time when candles, rushlights and firelight were the only artificial alternatives. A grand entrance. A heavy wooden door opened into the entrance lobby within the thickness of the wall. Slots in the stone door frame held the timber drawbar that secured the door from the inside. You can see the slots are still here. A little bit of repair work, of course. Over here you can see the slots which secured the heavy wooden door. Pretty cool. Modernisation in the 16th century saw large windows added to allow in more sunlight, weakening the castle as a defensive structure. The turrets were taller than today, giving the family an excellent view of the countryside. Red sandstone was used as decorative stonework, such as window frames.
The castle was still habitable in 1700, but fell into disrepair soon afterwards.
I reckon this is the latrine then. The Hopton Castle Preservation Trust, there's a little donation thing here, so we'll give them a few of our coins. Let's head out for a look around the outside of the castle.
Love the wildflowers. Somewhere in this area, a metal detectorist working for Time Team found this James I gold coin, dated 1623 to 24.
Hello, what's that? Sounds like someone's in trouble. Hello, little one. Hello, are you got your head stuck? How about if I give you a hand, eh? Just hold on, settle, settle. Got away. After the Civil War, the castle was slighted, weakened to prevent the Royalists from using the fortification again.
More lovely wildflowers planted here.
The castle was meant primarily as a grand home for a wealthy family, rather than an effective castle in times of strife. Nice poppies growing here, Lynn.
Yes, they're pretty, aren't they?
Yeah.
Lovely. Colours match nice too. Ooh.
Oh, a big hole in the wall here.
Yeah. The weak point, where it is believed the Royalist troops gained entry and threatened to set the upper rooms on fire. It was then that the Roundheads surrendered.
Looks like there's been some repairs done.
Yes. It's good they're trying to save it.
Yeah. It's quite a deep trench here.
It is.
It reminds me of a power site back home, you know, the fortifications.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks a long way down.
And there's a castle up there.
There it is. The site where the defenders are buried has not yet been found.
Quite steep sides, Lynn.
I actually think it's easier walking up than down though.
All right. This cache is one of a series, an interesting sort of series. It's called the FYI, for your information. And the cache owner was keen to have people read the information boards at various places. And he knew that cachers would normally just go and claim the find and head off again. So in the FYI caches in the series, you have to answer some questions from the information board before you can log the cache. So it's quite a nice idea to get people, you know, coming to a place and learning a little bit more about it. So let's see if we can answer the questions here. Okay, he's given us some questions to answer. What do we have to do?
Right, number 1, there is mention of a toilet. What was unusual about this toilet? Was it A, it was available for the use of all occupants of the castle, from the family who lived there right down to the humblest of servants? If so, A equals 2. Right, B, when using the toilet, would you be in full view of anyone who stood on the western turret? If so, A equals 4. C, it was the first toilet in the world to be designed with a primitive form of flushing system. If so, A equals 5. Or D, it had twin seating capability. If so, A equals C. Equals 7.
All right, so we worked that out, and that'll help us get the coordinates for the cache.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, let's see if we can do that. Okay, you worked it out?
I have.
Good.
Hopefully it's right. Now it says that the cache is situated at, and then you work that out, which we've done, but it says you might be easier to drive there, as you should be able to park adjacent to it, or we could walk. It's not too far.
What should we do?
Walk.
Okay.
Good exercise. Turns out it was a little further away than we first thought, so back in the car to find the cache.
Okay, can you see the cache? I bet you it's out there. Let's get it out. Here he is. And I bet you the logbook's down his throat. That's cool. Okay, just got to open his throat up a little bit to get the logbook out. He swallowed it. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
That's very cool.
There it is. Nice idea. Oh no.
Do we need tweezers?
Don't know, I think we might need tweezers.
There's a little bit there.
Can you have a go?
Yeah.
Geocaching. Good, neat cache. Yeah, I really like this cache. The idea of reading the panels is really good because you know, you learn a lot. It makes the whole thing more interesting, doesn't it?
It does, yep.
Okay, we better put our little friend here back in a safe hiding place. Well, that was a good cache, and we're now off to find another one that's close by, and then we hope to be able to find a place where we can buy some local cheese, some really nice blue vein, which this place is famous for apparently. So we'll see how we get on.
We have checked the cache location and realised there's an uphill walk to where it is hidden. With more narrow roads, we're running out of time if we're going to make it to the town of Ironbridge this evening.
No easy parking here, so heading off to find the Ludlow Farm Shop to get tonight's dinner before it closes. The farm shop is part of the Earl of Plymouth's Oakley Park estate, which extends to 8,000 acres of Shropshire countryside. We hope to purchase a fidget pie, a traditional English savoury meat pie, commonly made using apples, bacon or gammon and Shropshire potatoes. The name fidget may have come from its smell when cooking, which is similar to that of a polecat, a skunk-like animal called a fidget in local dialect, or from the term fitched, meaning five-sided, which is said to be the original shape of the pie. We're also after Remembered Hills blue cheese. Going into the Ludlow farm shop to see about this Louvain cheese. See what else they have here. It looks really nice. There it is at the back. Ludlow Remembered Hills Blue.
Where's the accent from?
New Zealand.
Zealand.
And we're very partial to blue, so.
Oh wow. Do you get many blues from New Zealand? Yeah. Is that okay for you?
Yeah, that'll be good.
That's one we make here actually.
Yes. Oh, good.
Very local. Local to us anyway.
Lovely.
It's £4, 12 pence.
Thank you. Good, thank you.
Yeah, she sent a picture. Okay, we found the fidget pies.
Okay. Let's get these. They look interesting, don't they?
They do, don't they?
Never heard of a fidget pie before.
No.
So, get those two.
Okay, so I've got to pay for it, don't we?
Pay for it.
Look, we've got it all here.
Lots of different chocolates and fudges.
Oh, fudge.
Wow, looks like a nice place.
Ooh.
We'll get some fudge then.
Look at that. Traditional cream.
Okay, we'll have that one then. Sharing bag.
Sharing bag. We'll be lucky. Hi.
The blue cheese was wonderful. It's similar to a traditional English Stilton.
The fidget pie is similar to our potato top pie. It was nice.
Well, that brings us to the end of our Hopton Castle cache walk. We hoped you enjoyed finding out about the castle and the geocaches. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to go geocaching.